All right, it's our annual early morning visit to the Hall of Fame on Memorial Weekend. Let's see what the new display is this year. Looks like this year is Enduro Team Deere. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Bob Ennis's sled. Neat. Nelson, I assume Brian Nelson. Tom Oddie. Here's his leathers. Super cool. Bob N's leathers. Driver John Orvis on a 295S. Well, they sort of got this one faced the wrong way here, but I'm going to guess it's John Carlson's. All right, John Carlson's I-500 sled. Super cool. Check out this TXL Indy. That's a 1981. You can tell from the graphics. Very cool, and look at the period leathers. You guys know I'm a Polaris leather collector, and that's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, this is the new XCR 440. It's a 1992. Never been run, never had gas or oil in it. Brand new. Museum's a perfect place. All right, we got an old guy here. And then we got, the tags don't match, says it's a snow jet there, but it's not a snow jet, that's a K95 snow traveler. K, of course, means Kohler, and 95 means 9.5 horse engine. Got a little Andy there. All right, another cool race sled. Jeremy File. Super cool. All right, so this is Jack Struthers. That's cool. That's awesome. All right. I think that's a long distance ride type sled, somebody said. I think we looked at it last year. Fox Track for sale by owner. I assume apply or call the Snowmobile Hall of Fame. Minocqua Rescue Harley sled. Blade. Yeah, go back and check out this year when I rode the Blade at the blacksmith show. Those are neat sleds, and you need to be an aggressive driver to make it live up to its potential. It's pretty cool. Look at how much Polaris there is in that. Do you recognize that headlight? I believe that's from an Edge. Maybe it's a Gen 2, but I think that's an Edge. All right, Bunky Racing, IQR. Jerry Solom's Indy. Okay, here's the long distance sled. 3 old guys ride to Alaska, it says. That's a long haul. Look at all the spare gas they have back there. I'm guessing that's Blair Morgan's. That's pretty neat. The fact that it says Morgan on the windshield, that's a clue. So it looks like a whole display of snowcross sleds here. That Hibbert Articat there. Got some IQRs. Always cool to see those. Golden sled. Another Team Arctic. This is the raffle sled this year, and I can tell you Greg bought a lot of tickets for this one. 1991 Skidoo Mach 1X Tribute, and it gets given away this weekend. Very cool. All right, we got a VMAX 4 here, the heavy metal of classic 90s stuff. Right next to the 1968, the first year Yamaha. All right, original world champion race sled, the MXZ there. Little Skidoo display. Early, this is a 1960, it says, and you can see the wooden skis. A lot of people make clones, but this one's got a serial number, so it's for real. Alpine, for sale by owner again, says 2,000 bucks. You can call that number if you can read it, otherwise call the Hall of Fame. Another one, Honda House, St. Cloud, Minnesota. I remember in the 90s going over there to look at motorcycles and sleds, late 80s, early 90s. Looks like it was Todd Wolf, maybe? Cool. All right, Cat Cutter, 292 Panther. A couple more little Yamahas. And A1 Engineering, Newman Race Team. That's a pretty neat little sled. Very cool. Heavily modified motor, converted from the looks like it was an Arctic Cat converted to Case Reed, I'm guessing. Backwards, pipes come out the rear, trying for a little ram air effect there, or maybe the carbs just fit better that way. Hard to say. Old Johnson here with the cutter. I think that's been on display for quite a while. I think I saw this snow bike last year too. More cool old leathers. I don't know exactly if those are Yamaha or Scorpion or what, but those are cool. Rear engine, almost looks hand-built. I don't know what it is. The Mystery Mercury, it says, with the green metal flake hood. Hard to guess. Hard to guess. Here's what it says about it. All right. A Scorpion, you know, from when they tried to make their comeback in the early 2000s. Pretty cool. Never ridden one of those. Don't see them very often. See a lot more blades. In a 440 TK. So I used to own a 340 TK Scorpion, and I will tell you, it was an awesome, awesome trail machine. Very cool sled. Well, is that an early snow bike conversion? Sure, we'll give it the nod. Enduro Team Deere liquefier. Part of the display. Says it was the IFS prototype. Oh, I remember hearing about this. Polaris somehow inherited this after John Deere went out of business. I think Polaris bought the business from John Deere, or was given it or something, and this was pulled out of a warehouse in Roseau, out of a Polaris warehouse, quite a while ago, 15 years ago or more now, I believe. Cool prototype. Very cool to see it on display. Nicely restored liquidator. Very cool. Bunch more John Deere memorabilia, helmets, leathers. Neat. Hustler Rustler finished second in the I-500 in 1967, it says. And I think I've watched that race on YouTube and seen the sled in it, so that's kind of neat. Got a drag sled, Dunnigan Racing. 2022 Thundercat did 2,125 miles in 24 hours. That's a hardcore rider. Snowjet, very cool. And a little snow first aid tow behind. All right, we got a Wall Brothers oval sled there. Won the World Championship at Eagle River. Pretty cool. Another Hall of Famers race sled. Marcel and Beau. Gary Moyle's sled here. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And Greg Marrier, Yamaha. Greg's a great guy. We know him. Awesome guy. Little Yamaha. And back in the corner here, it's the Team Englert corner. And I want to tell you, or remind you, depending on where this comes in the video, that Tommy Zeller is on the Hall of Fame ballot this year. And if you've got a vote, or if you know anybody that's got a vote, they got to vote for Tommy. His accomplishments are incredible, and we're going to have a whole video on that. But for now, I'm just going to leave you with, he was the first man to go 140 miles an hour on a snowmobile with an actual snowmobile engine. Not a small block V8, not a Mercury Marine V8, but a snowmobile engine. And that's a relic from it right there. That came off of Tommy's tributes to the gods of speed wall up to the Hall of Fame a few years ago when Marlin got inducted. Tommy was, of course, riding for Team Englert, and Marlin was inducted for the Team Englert exploits, and it's very cool. And check it out. There's Tommy. He's at least got his picture hanging in the Hall of Fame, but we'd like to get a plaque on the wall for him. So we'll be talking more about that in the future. All right. Oh, Ted Otto's suit. Ted, of course, was the flag man at the Eagle River Derby forever. So there's his leathers. Cool Polaris helmets. 1 million miles. No, 100,000 miles. Holy crap. And 50,000 miles. That is really cool. That's cool. All right, we got a snowmobile-powered Can-Am motorcycle here. Kind of a drag bike. Bet it was quick. Some more of the motors. We show you these every year. But this was a Jeans top-low engine, 294cc triple, spun at 10,000 RPMs, weighs 73 pounds, so that's pretty light. Prototype skidoos here, I believe. Obviously a liquid-cooled rotary valve. Early, it says it's from 1972 Blizzard 440. This is a 503 early prototype. And this is a 645 triple. This is a 72 Blizzard 640, it says down there. And a Rotex motorcycle engine tucked in the corner. The Levi exhibit wouldn't be correct without a, little diorama of Levi hanging upside down from his sled doing a backflip. So pretty cool there. All right, Bobby Donahue's ice oval sled, complete with leathers from back in the day. Very cool. Guy Usseldinger's leather back there too. Dinger, it says on the sleeve. Neat. Neat. 1980 Arctic Cat Snow Pro. Very cool. More stuff back there. Tim Bender's leather and Jeff Ludwig's leather, I'm guessing, goes with his Snow Pro sled here. Brian Nelson's Cross Country Cat. Arctic Cat Cross Country Racer. Dwayne Fransden's Skidoo. Check out the stingers coming out of that. Cool. Cool. Jeff Goodwin. He's inducted. He got inducted. The Goodwins got inducted the same time Marlin did. Another awesome sled. Noka Ramsey Sports Center. Hometown Boys. Hools. Forest Lake guys. Forest Lake is, of course, more or less where Nutter Speed Shop is located. Cool leather. Very cool. All right, got the Skidoo. We got an original championship sled driven by John Wick, 1995. Very, very cool. Very cool. The famous Jerry Bunke RXL. Neat. Free Air Snow Twister. Driven by no, that's just showing me Jerry Bunke there. Who's this? Team Mercury Snow Twister, it says. Doesn't necessarily say who drove it. Cool. Somebody will probably know who drove it. All right, Archie Simmonson's Cross Country I-500 race sled. Got a slam down Pogo Yamaha from Hawk Power Sports. Driven by Pat, it says. Very cool. Herb Howe, his sled. He was R.I.P. Herb. He was a fixture at our local vintage events down there in our area. Sunny Hill Resort and Golf, Nicholson's sled. Once again, cool leathers. All right, Tony Hakinen's MXZX. Greg loves these MXZXs, and these are pretty cool. We got Kirk Hibbert's old school snow crosser. Now that's a nice sight to see there. course, that was from after the age of leathers. There's his jacket. All right, we got a Carpick RV Skidoo. I'm not sure which of the Carpicks that was. It says it was Gerard's. All right, and you know, we see Gerard Carpick's other set of leathers all the time in our area because one of our buddies has a set and his daughter wears it to vintage sled shows. So pretty cool to see that here too. Brian Sturgeon's Articat Wildcat. 1965 Skidoo Factory Race Sled, 1 of 3, driven by Steve Ave. And another official championship race sled, Team Skidoo. They got a little watercross Mark Mackey poster in front of it, and let's take a look. Maybe it is that could be a watercross sled. Look at the leaf springs on that IFS chassis. I guess that probably is Mark Mackey's original championship watercross race sled. Well, that's pretty cool. I'm just trying to figure this out by looking at it. Looking at the clues and whatever else they give me here. It says it's a Skidoo Tundra. I guess they did that to run a long track probably. And I got some little kid sleds. Pretty neat. I love this Articat Snow Pro replica here. Pretty cool. All right, so there's your walkthrough of the Hall of Fame for 2026. All right, so I want to say huge thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, all that stuff. I want to say huge thanks to our sponsors. Roll the sponsor roll here. Nutter Speed Shop is sponsored by Metro Performance Fuels. Please give Adam a call for all your performance fuel and race fuel needs. He is based out of the same building as Minnesota Motorsports, near Wyoming, Minnesota. Nutter Speed Shop is also sponsored by Minnesota Motorsports. So if you need snowmobile repairs or a complete race sled build or anything in between, get a hold of Chet. We really appreciate your sponsorship, guys. Thank you. I also want to say a huge thanks to the patrons. The patrons are the channel members. They are the top dog of supporters. I run my membership over on a different web page and app called Patreon. There's a link down in the description. And the patrons get all the videos early and ad-free with no ads over on Patreon. And they also get member-only videos over there. Also, thanks to everybody that sent us a super thanks, that sent us a PayPal, that's sent us something to the P.O. box, that handed us cash and a swap meet for puppy treats for Farley and Daisy. We appreciate all of you, the whole team here at Nutter Speed Shop. And, well, we'll see you at the next swap or show or whatever it turns out to be.